such a position is alien to the Constitution. It's a position which is not known.
It's not being called anything else. It's just a cabinet secretary who is prime. The prime is being primed by the premium is getting from the additional responsibilities.
Nikasikia mayoyo ya watu, nilistukia watu wameingia kwa nyumba, wananiambia mnataka kuchoma. Kauliza mnataka kunichoma kivipi? Na wakati maaskari waliingia wakawatawanisha kutoka kwa nyumba, na ndio huyo jamaa alianguka chini na amekufia kwa nyumba yangu.
The Hot 96 News now with Teddy Otieno.
Good afternoon. Attorney General nominee Justin Muturi is currently before the Committee on Appointment. Muturi said is worth an estimated 700 million shillings. On the issue of the DPP withdrawing court cases, he noted that he cannot pronounce himself unless he is furnished with the reasons for withdrawal. Muturi was the second member of President Ruto's 22 cabinet nominees who appeared for grilling before the committee headed by National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula.
The Honorable Muturi, have you ever been adversely associated with practices that depict bias, favoritism, or nepotism in the discharge of your public duties?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Would you tell the committee your financial net worth?
Mr. Chairman, I've been a very modest public servant, and my net worth is currently estimated at just about 700 million. Through consultancies that I do from time to time, do get occasional, otherwise I am now a pensioner, a retired speaker, and expect that I should be governed, whatever I get from the public coffers should be governed by the Deputy President and Designated State Officers Act.
Earlier Prime Cabinet Secretary nominee Musalia Mudavadi said that he is no longer the ANC party leader. Musalia was also grilled on the infamous golden bug scandal of the 1990s that led to a loss of about 10% of the country's GDP.
One of the issues that has constantly and regularly been brought up is the issue of the golden bag. Mr. Speaker, I want to state here that at the age of 33, I was appointed to the Ministry of Finance. That is in 1993. That is when the Golden Bag saga had been in existence and was coming to its full-blown situation. The report of the Judicial Commission of Inquiry, specifically to page 220, exonerates me and even lauds me for having been the individual that stood firm and scuttled and dismantled the Golden Bag scam.
Earlier, Mudavadi noted that is worth 4 billion shillings. He was also grilled about his current and anticipated sources of income during the vetting process.
Would you tell this committee your financial net worth?
Mr. Speaker, yes, I would comment on that. If I take my investments in shares in various, in some companies, and also the properties that I own, I would put my net worth at about 4 billion shillings.
4 billion. What are your current and anticipated sources of income?
Mr. Speaker, rental income, dividends, where I have the shareholdings, and also interest, and of course other expenses that come from the farm.
And away from that, the suspect in the killing of Ida Odinga's bodyguard in Kisumu last Thursday will spend the next 14 days behind bars. Collins Okundi is accused of killing Corporal Barack Otieno. He appeared before Senior Resident Magistrate Honorable Stella Telewa. He will be detained at Kisumu Central Police Station to allow police to complete the investigations. Still in the corridors of justice, a magistrate's court has adjourned the hearing of a case in which Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and others are charged with fraud. This is after the court was told that the accused have written letters to the DPP seeking for review of the 7.4 billion shillings graft case. Through their lawyers, they told the court that there was confusion and that they were not aware if the matter was to proceed virtually or in an open court. The court directed that the matter be heard on November 21 this year. 3 people have died in an accident at Kijiwa area in Kilifi County. Area police boss Mohamed Wako said the incident involved 2 motorbikes. Police advised motorists to be cautious on the road.
Kweli kumekuwa na ajali asubuhi hapa Kijipwa, inahusisha mapikipiki mawili ambazo ziligongana na wale waendeshaji pikipiki wote walikufa hapo wawili. Walikuwa wamebeba watoto wa shule na abiria mwingine. So wale watatu wakakimbizwa hospitali. Basi tunawaambia tu wawe makini barabarani na wajaribu kujifunza sana kujua sheria za barabara. Wengi wanaingia tu kwa barabara bila hata kujua utaratibu. So ni vyema waende wasomee hii mambo ya barabara, usafiri, na waweze pia kupata yale mahitaji yale yanatakikana kuruhusu wewe barabarani, kama licenses, insurances. So mara nyingi utakuta wanakimbia tu hata bila kujua utaratibu.
To Nakuru County now, to Egerton University, whereby workers have done their tolls. WASU Secretary General Constantine Wasonga said learning activities have been put on hold. He added that he will rally staff members to Harambee House on Wednesday to present their grievances. The workers at Egerton University had threatened to down the tolls over unpaid dues.
For the past 2 years, Egerton workers have been earning half their salaries and they have not been enjoying medical covers. There has been third-party deductions that are not remitted, which is the main problem that we can describe the issue of the workers at Egerton as dire and deteriorating, because failure to remit these third-party deductions to the insurance company, to banks and other creditors has occasioned pecuniary embarrassment. Creditors are recovering their assets. We cannot meet our basic livelihood needs. We cannot even be treated in any facilities because medical premiums are not being remitted. We cannot pay fees.
Well, and finally, National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula stated that the nomination of Mudavadi as the Prime Cabinet Secretary is within the law. President William Ruto nominated Mudavadi to the position last month, sparking debate on the legalities of the position and its difference from the role of the Deputy President. Wetangula ruled that the Cabinet slot is within the law, kicking off the vetting exercise, which runs through to Saturday.
It's worth noting that through the Executive Order number 1 of 2022 on the organization of government, the President assigned specific roles to the office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary. Consequently, it's within the powers of the President under Article 132 of the Constitution, as read with Section 10(1) of the National Government and Coordination Act number 1 of 2013, to designate the title and assign functions to a Cabinet Secretary. To this end, the designation of a Prime Cabinet Secretary is not inconsistent with any provision of the law or the Constitution, and therefore the designation is properly, legally and constitutionally grounded.
You're up to date. I'm Teddy Otieno. Good morning. Good afternoon.
The Hot 96 News.